As we arrive at the end of the Old Testament, we find that the story ends rather bleakly. Sin is so bad that Israel is kicked out of the land, eventually returning as a rather weak entity in light of her once glorious kingdom. In fact, as the Old Testament ends, there is no king, no kingdom, and no relief in sight. However, there is the slightest bit of hope if you read carefully. Before the prophetic voice is silenced by the rampant abominations of God's people, the prophets hint at three major promises. First, one is coming who will be crushed for the iniquities of fallen humanity. The sin that is found on every page of the Old Testament will be atoned. One is coming who will pay the debt of sin for all humanity. This provides hope for the overwhelming sinfulness found throughout the Old Testament by bringing deliverance from the consequences of sin. The promised deliverer is on his way. Second, one is coming who will enact another covenant. This covenant is called the New Covenant, and it promises to write the law of God on the heart, bringing internal change and enabling people to walk in newness of life. This provides hope for fallen humanity by bringing deliverance from the perpetual state of sinfulness found in God's people. The promised deliverer is on his way. And third, there is one who is coming as the King of Kings, who will perfectly rule with righteousness and justice over the people of God. And this king will be of the line of the seed, coming from King David. This provides hope for the nation as they face their situation at the end of the Old Testament, where they have no king after having endured many years of godless leadership. Yes, the promised deliverer is still on his way. These three promises are seen dimly in the final years of the Old Testament. In fact, if you do not read closely and carefully and piece together the many details, these promises would seem to be empty words unless you paid attention to the one from whom these words came. This is God's plan. This is God's people. And it is God's word which pronounces these three promises of hope. He will prevail in his time.